Good morning. I just quit my job, my independent contractor, somewhat part-time job. Woo! It feels amazing. I just quit. I wasn't really doing the job anymore. I wasn't really actively trying to find leads to close apartments. So I said, you know what? Let's quit. I woke up this morning in a good mood. I searched letters of resignation examples, and I made mine and I sent it. I recently discovered this man named Tobe Nwigwe. I should know how to pronounce that. Tobe Nwigwe. I just recently discovered him. He has a song called Make It Home. That's him in the front and center. Tobe. It's good music. I'm listening to Make It Home. I'm going to be doing my hair. I recently brought this tea tree oil. So I'm gonna do my hair. Just a minute. This is my products. Hello everyone. Hello. So I don't think my camera caught my whole message about what happened today, but I resigned from my real estate job. I don't have a real estate license, but I was basically acting like a broker, even though I'm not a broker. I was helping people find places to live in New York City, specifically rooms. So I got hired in February. I was hired in February. The pandemic really hit in March. The lockdown happened in March in New York City. And basically we were put on pause. No work was really happening until April, I believe, April or May. And then I just decided I'm done. I decided a long time ago I was done with the company that I was working for, but I officially resigned today. I sent my letter of resignation. I didn't give my 2 weeks. I said I'm done, start effective today. And it is an amazing feeling quitting and leaving situations that are not really helping you. Having the ability to say I'm done and leave is the best feeling ever. It's empowering. I feel like that's what freedom tastes like, but better. And it wasn't that the company was horrible to me or anything. I just wasn't having success. But I'm thankful because I knew that I needed this job, the job I just quit, to get the next job that I just landed. So this job helped me because it gave me that certification or badge or sticker of being like part of the tech/startup community, you know, and I really was struggling for a long time, and it all just makes sense. Like my time in retail was focused on sales so much and customer service, and then this job I just quit was focused on sales and customer support. And even though it was within the real estate industry and this one was retail, and then the one I'm in now is direct to consumer, it's customer support, it's sales. Like I do place orders online. So each job has helped me as I move forward, and I'm thankful. Though I'm very open. I'll be open about it. I only made $200 working in the real estate company that I worked for. I only made $200, and that was because I gave my lead to someone else who had a better room situation, and my lead loved it. So because I was able to hand over a lead, I made $200. I never made money from actual from my own listings, from listings I closed. I just didn't it didn't happen. So I don't know, I guess it was like a blessing and a curse. Like, I was with the company and I was able to learn about the real estate landscape, just about what it takes to get an apartment in New York City. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Some landlords are lenient and some are very strict, but there's always another way. There's always a way, and there's always another way. And I made some cool friends. I met some cool people. The guy that I trained with, I'm still cool with him. I texted him, I told him, hey, I quit, but I'd love to stay in touch, and I wish you the best of luck at this company and beyond. Yeah, it's very important not to burn bridges, but also it's very important to be realistic about like whether or not you had a great experience and what you can do better at the next company. I feel like companies are like books. Like, they look great on the outside, but when you get inside and you start reading them, you see all the things that need to change and all the things that need to happen, and you see what you can do to make things better. I'm thankful for the experience. I'm thankful for the manager I had before she quit. She dipped, like, she trained us for like a week. It was just me and my partner, and then she left like the following 2 weeks to go to another job. And she left at the right time because that was right before everything happened in February and March, or end of February and March. And then, you know, it is what it is, I guess, with independent contractor jobs. Like, if you're not able to put in the work, you won't get the work of that money. You won't get the money from that work, right? Because you didn't put it in. But it was a fun experience, and now it's on my resume, so that's great. But I'm just excited for what I'm doing now and what's next. I actually need to set up my computer and everything for work. Today's my first day going 9 to 6. I've been going 10 to 4 a.m. every day, but today I'm going 9 to 6 p.m. My current job. And it should be fun. It's just emails, honestly. It's emails and phone calls all day. Emails and phone calls. Fixing problems, problem fixing, solution oriented. But yeah, that is what's going on, and something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully this week I'll be taking photos of myself. My friend's hooking me up. He's charging me $250, which is not bad at all. I'll probably get like 3 images, but it's gonna be film. His style is film, so I'm excited to see what happens with that. Okay, so I did this job. I worked at a company. It's a startup. They help people in the city find places to live. Literally, you can search for all these services. Real estate companies, they help people. And I chose one that was really great to get into because my goal was to work for a startup company. And this one stuck. Like, they responded and we set up the interview. You always have to take this off. Okay, so what I didn't realize was like the company was independent contractor situation. So basically you get paid based on the work that you produce. And if you're not used to getting paid like that, it can be quite difficult. Because you're not getting a standard 9 to 5 check. Like, you're getting a check once you close the sale. Honestly, it was like 6 months. So this is coconut oil. 6 months. I just quit today, this morning by 8 a.m. Around 8 a.m. Exactly 8 a.m. I secured the job at the right time, but because of COVID and the pandemic and the lockdown, it was like the worst time to get that job, but it was like honestly the best because on my resume, I have it for 7 months and no one asks how many apartments did you close, which to be honest was 0. I didn't close any of the apartments I was assigned. I took multiple trips to the apartments to show them and to, you know, meet the people asking about them. But the thing is like, I think a lot of people were just like skeptical, like, how does this company work? What do they do? And so we would post ads on like Craigslist. We'd post ads of the apartment and the rooms online. And a lot of people would think I was the roommate looking for other roommates. And I have to tell them, I'm not the roommate, I'm just showing the rooms. And that the other roommates would be found the same way they were, and that we would put the roommates together. But we explained the benefits, the reasons why you should work with us. And there are a lot of amazing sellers on my team, and they were finding people no problem. I think for me, it was really annoying to schedule times to meet people when I lived far away from the apartments I was assigned. And then when I would show up, people would cancel on me last minute, or they would change their mind the day of, and I already took the time to go there. And it's like, people don't know that like what we put ourselves through to make it convenient for them. And I don't know, I just thought real estate would be a great field to go into for me because I have that personality where, you know, I like to talk to people. I have a background in sales. A lot of my prior work experience is in sales, but this was just not the match for me. And so I didn't, in terms of return on investment, it was very low, but working for this company helped me because all my retail experience allowed me, like I sold the idea that I could sell. Like selling anything is not a problem. So selling clothes, selling rooms, it's all the same thing. It's sell, sell, sell. I also sell on Depop. Like it's sales is sales. Doesn't matter what the variable is. If you can sell, you can really do anything. So they hired me, trained me, put me on location, gave me my assignments. The pandemic hit, nothing was really moving for a long time. Now people are moving and, you know, people are trying to get apartments. It's a good time to get apartments. Landlords are willing to negotiate and work with tenants just because they want income. So you can really negotiate. If the room is 1,200 but you only have 9, you can get it. You can get it. You have to ask for it though. I just quit because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't really thinking about the job. I wasn't excited about the job. It was like a burden, and I was like, okay, I have to release this. I have to let it go. But I'm thankful because I knew that if I were to get this job, which I did get, then all the other jobs that I would apply to for like bigger companies, more prominent companies, they would give me a chance because I have the startup experience. So this job gave me that badge, like, okay, you are startup approved. You've worked with the startup now. And now I'm working with the company on their CX team. So it worked out. It has not been an easy journey, an easy road, but when I look back and I connect the dots, it makes a lot of sense. So the return on investment in terms of money, I didn't make a lot of money. I made $200. I made $200 and I was reimbursed like $16. I made $200 for sending a lead. So someone reached out to me about the apartment I was working on and the rooms I was showing. I met up with this individual and I told them the plans. Like, one of the roommates was going to be a young 20-year-old girl who was in school, and he was like 38 and he was working at the hospital and all this stuff. And he was ready to put a deposit down for the second room. But then I had to verify with my teammate, like, hey, I know your client is the college student. Would she be okay living with this older man who's working at the hospital? Like, he's fine with it, but would she be fine with it? And we didn't want to make assumptions. And I actually had shadowed another teammate who was working on another property, and I realized that he might actually be a better fit for her apartment. So I talked to my client. I said, hey, this might not work out just because she's a college student, so let's not put all our eggs in this basket. But I have a teammate who's working on a nice property, beautiful, beautiful rooms. It's actually like 5 rooms, 2 bedrooms, and there's one room that has a bathroom inside it. And then he said, you know what, that sounds really awesome. Let's check that out. And it wasn't that far from his place of employment. So I set up a meet between that individual, the lead on that apartment, my teammate, and him, and he loved it. And he signed up for, he put down the deposit and signed up for the room. And because of that, my ability to send this lead to the right person, and he actually said yes, I made $200. That's all I made in the 6 months that I was working for this company. I only made $200. Now, some people have probably made $8,000 during this time from the 6 months that I've worked there, like for closing apartments. Because let's say the total apartment is $2,500, and there's 3 rooms, right? So if you are able to find someone for each room, you will make 50% of that $2,500 for each room. Yeah. So like, for example, I'll just do like $2,400. No. I'll just do $3,000. So let's say you're working on an apartment, it's $3,000. Each room is $1,000 each. So if you're a new hire, they get, well, let's say over time, the percentages change, but over time it's 50% per room. So if I close room A, room B, and room C by myself, I get 50% of each room. So it's a $3,000 apartment. Because I was able to secure each roommate, get the deposit from each person, I get 50% of each room. I get $1,500 for a 3-bedroom apartment. Like, that was the kind of high stakes environment I was in, and like, that's how much money I could have been racking up. But just the timing of everything, it just didn't work out that way. And I learned that I didn't have like the hustle for it. I didn't have like the drive to close and the motivation. I didn't have the motivation, so I hustled to get another job, and I did. And I'm happier now in this new job, and I let this old job go. So that is my story for today. I quit my other part-time independent contractor job, and I love quitting jobs. Like, if that was like a normal thing to just quit jobs because they no longer served you, I would be all about it. Do it. But sometimes you have to hold on to jobs until you find something better, right? But today's story time is all about letting it go. If you want to hear any stories I have, please comment down below. I'm making a list right now about different topics, and the algorithm is actually providing great content creators for me to see now. I just found this girl named T Noor. And she's really cool. Like, she talks to the camera. There's no special effects, no special editing. It's straight up smooth transitions, and she's just commentating on what's happening. And I love that style. I'm just very like, let's just talk. Let's get straight to it. Let's not get all fancy, especially in the beginning days when you're just building your channel, you know? But yeah, y'all, thanks for watching this far along, and have a great day. See you very, very, very soon. Bye.